Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I have a very huge announcement, and that is that Gina Carano, the actress who played Cara Dune in The Mandalorian, who was suing Disney over how they handled her dismissal, she has emerged from that lawsuit victorious. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Berry. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and if you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and consider becoming a channel member. By the way, thank you to everyone who does like and comment because YouTube is counting engagement toward views. So thank you for that. If you want to support me in the work that I do, head on over to my new website. The link is in the description of the video. It's studiojakemedia.substack.com, where you can find even more pop culture articles. All right, it is true. Just the other day, Gina Carano teased that the truth shall set you free with an emoji that implied a secret. All of us who are fans of hers got really excited. Lo and behold, the announcement came. Disney has officially decided to settle things with Gina Carano. So this is according to Variety. Lucasfilm and the Walt Disney Company have reached a mutual agreement in their legal dispute with Gina Carano following her firing from The Mandalorian. A Lucasfilm spokesperson said in a statement provided to Variety, "The Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm are pleased to announce that we have reached an agreement with Gina Carano to resolve the issues in her pending lawsuit against the companies. Ms. Carano was always well respected by her directors, co-stars, and staff, and she worked hard to perfect her craft while treating her colleagues with kindness and respect. With this lawsuit concluded, we look forward to identifying opportunities to work with Ms. Carano in the near future." Variety goes into the history of the lawsuit, but they used incredibly biased language and also lie a lot. Like they said that Gina Carano made controversial social posts. She did not. They also claim that she compared Jews to Republicans. She did not. They go into how her own agency, UTA, dropped her, which is incredibly indefensible in my opinion. So they lie a lot, but they do give a summation of the lawsuit. If you want better summations, there are better ones out there, including ones by yours truly. I have done Gina Carano updates, and this one is the one I am excited about. So Gina Carano herself posted an update on X. She said, "I have come to an agreement with Disney Lucasfilm, which I believe is the best outcome for all parties involved. I hope this brings some healing to the Force. I want to extend my deepest, most heartfelt gratitude to Elon Musk, a man I've never met, who did this good Samaritan deed for me in funding my lawsuit. Thank you, Mr. Musk and X, for backing my case and asking for nothing in return. To my lawyers who walked me through this unknown territory, thank you for your wisdom and guidance." And she does tag her lawyers there. "I am humbled and grateful to God for his love and grace in this outcome. I'd like to thank you all for your unrelenting support throughout my life and career. You've been the heartbeat that has kept my story alive. I hope to make you proud. I am excited to flip the page and move on to the next chapter. My desires remain in the arts, which is where I hope you will join me. Yes, I'm smiling. From my heart to yours, Gina." In most of the movies she is in, she always plays like this tough as nails sort of female hero, not a girl boss like we've seen in a lot of Disney and Lucasfilm productions, but actually as a true warrior woman who does the best. But if you see any interview with her, you can tell that she is such a humble and gentle spirit. I think that is fantastic of her that this has come to an end. I will say I was hoping this would at least move to Discovery because I would have loved to seen what Kathleen Kennedy and her cronies at Lucasfilm, as well as the bean counters at Disney, were saying behind the scenes about her. I have a feeling if those had gone public, it would have been damaging to Disney and Lucasfilm. No doubt about that. I think it would have been destroyed. But this was Gina Carano's lawsuit. She has come to some sort of undisclosed settlement with them. And what's interesting about this, a lot of people have pointed out, in lieu of an apology, which she is definitely deserved by Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger, they actually praised her in their statement. They showered her with compliments and even said they look forward to working with her in the future. Does this mean Gina Carano is going to return to Star Wars? I hope so, because she was one of the best things about sort of that new era of Star Wars. Of course, that is apart from all the damage that Kathleen Kennedy has done, but I think that her being there will restore some sanity to the company. One can hope. Who knows? Maybe she will be in the Grogu and Mandalorian film. I would love to see that. It's so interesting because they kept saying that she was using social media to post controversial things. She didn't. She just basically said, be neighborly. And, people were throwing a hissy fit because she kind of poked fun at the whole pronoun nonsense. But that's not controversial. That's just someone telling jokes. And that is just saying, hey, let's be neighborly. How is that controversial? It's so stupid and ridiculous. Disney ought to be ashamed of themselves, especially when they have, their company man, Pedro Pascal, comparing people who wear red hats to, the Axis powers in World War II or the Confederacy in history. That is just disgusting. He should have been fired just like hers, but we know that Bob Iger, he's a Democrat mega donor. In fact, he even toyed with the possibility of running for California governor as a Democrat, not to mention all the favorable coverage ABC News, which is owned by Disney, where Bob Iger is CEO, gives to the left. It's blatantly obvious. Don't try to tell me otherwise. I am glad for Gina. This is a fantastic outcome. Gina, your fans are with you. We are excited. We are glad that you did get some semblance of justice. It is less than you deserve. You deserve to own Lucasfilm at this point, but I am very happy that you are smiling at the outcome. Congratulations to you. You were awesome, and I look forward to seeing you in film and television and everywhere in between. I applaud you, and you're going to do fantastic. If you liked that video, be sure to give it a like, share it out to all your friends, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and consider becoming a channel member. If you want to support me in the work that I do, head on over to my new website, studiojakemedia.substack.com. You can subscribe at different tiers, and they unlock different perks, including being able to choose the topic for the website and here on this vidcast. Limitations apply, but thank you in advance to everyone who goes and subscribes. The link is in the description of the video. By the way, on that same website, there is a conveniently titled Buy My Books section where you can pick up one or all four of my published works. They're all available on Amazon.com. Check them out. Leave me a 5-star review. It really helps out small indie creators like myself. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where.
Welcome to the rebellion.